I think like it's been two things for me. Me seeing how people react to it. The best two ways have been seeing how they react to the dance. It's really goofy and it's really fun and playful and I think that made me like really excited because I'm not much of a dancer. So I'm glad I was able to make something that was like danceable and make people still want to like follow suit and join in. And then secondly was like the way lots of people are kind of creating their own versions to it. I think that was also phenomenal as well because then it's like there are two ways that people are relating to this song. You know, it's not just like the viral aspect or the viral dance. It's also just like the coolness of the song that makes them want to make their own versions. Like I think it's just been really wonderful seeing all of that. So the day I created this song, I had just arrived in Miami. I linked up with Disco Neil and we were in the studio together. I was telling him how, you know, I'm working on this project and this project is filled with like lots of high energy. I played him a couple things. I'm like, this is the energy I'm feeling. And he's like, you know what? There's something I think you might want to hear. And then he played it for me. I'm just like, you know what? You're right. I do really like this. And I just went in. My writing process is very like secluded. Like I like to just be in my own space. He was there. He was like, are you good? You sure? You need anything? And I'm like, yeah, uh-huh. Headphones in and I'm just like writing. I remember like telling myself in the moment, you know, don't overthink it. Like this feels like a really fun vibe. So the lyrics don't need to be too serious. Like just play around with it. You know, it just came out to be this really fun baddie bop. I wanna fly, hands in the sky, I wanna fly. I think for the first two lines, I wanna fly, hands in the sky. Like I could just imagine like people like at a rave or like a very packed space, just having a good time. Like, yeah. Like that's what I really was envisioning. I also feel like a lot of the time I like to put things in my song that just feel like motivating. So I wanna fly it feels very general, but at the same time, it could mean like I wanna succeed, like I wanna like just travel the world, I wanna do great things. So that's always something I kind of wanna put into my music. No, I like to make it drop, drop, drop. No, I like to make it pop, pop, pop. Make my body wanna talk, talk, talk. Yeah, you make me wanna jo, jo, jo. Jo, 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 like jo means dance in, I think, Yoruba. It's a Nigerian language. In terms of like, no, I wanna make it drop, drop, drop. At that point, I'm just like, where the baddies at? Let's go. I'm kind of setting the scene as to how I want people to like move to this. And if you hear this sound, then go and bend your back. Go and bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Would the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. 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 Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. I'm a big fan of music and sometimes I hear things and it's like, it may sound super simple, but it carries a lot of weight. So when you hear Rihanna like, Mr. DJ, turn on the replay, something like that sticks with me and it's like, it becomes this historic moment. And I'm just like, how can I make something like this like my own? Like, because I'm picking up on this as like a lesson of how to create, you know, music and write impactful lyrics. I'm instructing you and I'm telling you how I want you to dance and how I want you to move. And it's so funny because I've been posting content with lyrics for so long, but it seems like it's now that people are actually deeping the lyrics. And I remember one comment, someone was like, oh my God, this is a twerk song? I was like, I guess you could say it, some part of it is, yeah. Don't got to fear, number one in command. I came just to kill me, I'm too militant. They won't figure eights, but I don't need a master. They love how me wine, in me true religion. You know, I know what I got on. I know I look good. I know I'm showing up. I think it's super important, especially with like my body type. I'm super particular with, you know, how I show up and how I present myself and what I wear and exuding confidence. I know what looks good on me and I love to show it off. I love to represent for women that look like me. I'm also representing the little me. Obviously, it was just a little version of me right now and maybe was not that confident, you know, and now little girls all over can see me looking like me and be like, oh, she looks like this and she can be here in this space. And I'm like, yeah, so can you. You dealing with a body, of course. Or you dealing with the boss. If we break up, yeah, you know that is your loss. Upgraded every dude I ever tossed. That's just me saying, like, I know who I am. I know my worth. Your opinion of me is not really going to change that. I've been in situations where maybe, like, a guy would make you feel like if you don't look a certain way, maybe you're gaining weight. Women gain relationship weight, first of all. It just means you're kind of happy in the moment. But, like, imagine being with a guy that makes you feel, like, bad because of it. I'm just like, no, you gotta go. And I'm still gonna eat my good food. And I still look good. And I'm still a baddie. Like, just affirming that to myself. Said he want me back, he can't touch this. Baby, I already leveled up. I don't know, a lot of the time, women tend to go back to kind of situations that don't serve them, just based on being their feminine, like, loving self. And I just think, you know, maybe at that moment you can just pour that love into yourself, you know, do something you're passionate about and just stay true. And I think that self-love part is so important. By all means, if you do that, you're gonna level up in some way or some form. And when you're there, like, I don't think those old people or whatever it may be, in your case, can really come back, because the attraction isn't there anymore. You're just at a different point, you know. You looking for love and I'm looking for jollof. Baby, you can handle the sauce. Jollof is like this amazing West African Ghanaian dish. I like it a lot. Yeah, that was like a straight shot to my ex, because I love food. You know, I love food so much. I think that line is just super personal to me, in a sense where it comes off as playful, but no, it's really not. It comes from a dark place, and it's just manifested into so much joy for who I am and being myself regardless. I think we have 4 official remixes. The first one was Skitty Bang and Shinsia. Shout out to them. And shout out to Silent Addy for getting them on it. Second, Kalash and Maureen, French Martinique remix. And then we have Gladys. Gladys, I think, has been the coolest one to see, because it wouldn't have really come about if she hadn't done a freestyle to it, like on TikTok. She just did a freestyle to it on her TikTok and it went crazy, and I saw her consistently using like that freestyle sound up to the point where like she had 2 million creations under it, and I'm just like, there's no way we're not actually putting this out. And we went to Trinidad and we met her, and she's like amazing, this gorgeous, like fun, free-spirited girl. And that one just dropped, the Done With Your Ex remix. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, Major Lazer. Yeah, that's number 4.